welcome back to the My Slice of Life podcast with me, Sharon O'Neill, your very own Highland host. And this season we are doing, well, from random to rants, just a bit of this and a bit of that. This podcast does tend to be things that I'm interested in life. I cover all sorts of things. And with that in mind, I do want to let you know that if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that you want to let me know about, use the link in the description because I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to actually ask me something that I could answer on the podcast, I would be more than happy to do that, do an episode like that, kind of listener comments and questions, that kind of thing. So don't forget to check the links in the description. That, like I say, there's the one that you can get in touch with me, but there's also links to my blog, which I put stuff up pretty regularly, not quite 5 times a week. I was doing Monday to Friday. It varies slightly, but there's quite a lot of stuff on there. And the YouTube channel, which is mainly focusing on the gardening. Now, if I go out somewhere that I think would be interesting, then I do take the camera along and record that kind of stuff. And occasionally I'll put a video up of the dog or just, again, anything that I like. But it is mainly gardening. So I'd love to have you come over there and join me there as well, so we can do all these things together. So it's not just the podcast, in case you were thinking that it was. And if I can just be really cheeky, I might as well, in for a penny, in for a pound. If you do want to support me, even just as a little, hey, thanks for what you're doing, feel free to buy me a coffee and warm me up on these cold winter mornings. It is freezing here. In fact, I don't even think we're getting above freezing. But the link to the Buy Me a Coffee is also in the description. So if you can, I would very much appreciate that as well. Right, all the housekeeping is out the way. I have my coffee. I'm getting comfy on my slightly squeaky chair. It's not as squeaky as the old one, but it still squeaks. So get comfy. This week we're talking about, what are we talking about? Can we make every day special? And it might sound a bit of an odd one, but this whole idea for this episode, it came about from a conversation we were having just after Christmas. And you get the whole of December is a real build-up. You feel the excitement, all the excitement of Christmas. And then you get New Year. And then what? And that's what everybody was feeling. And I suspect you felt it too. You have all that adrenaline and excitement, and you're pretty much just left feeling bleh at the end of it. And then it's January. And like I say, here we have snow and ice. We're actually not too bad for snow. We've had a bit. I know other people have had it a lot worse. But the ice and the cold, and we don't get a lot of daylight at the moment. By 4 o'clock, it's getting dark. So it got me thinking, is there a way we can get through not just January, but I suppose I was thinking about January when I really thought of this, but I was thinking, is there a way we can make every day just a little more special? Now, this is just an idea, okay? I'm not saying this is going to be carved in stone or anything. I just wanted to float it past you and see what you thought. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's fine. If you think it's a lot of rubbish, I don't mind. But my thinking here is that we all just seem to live for the weekends. If you work Monday to Friday, that is. And so we're rushing through 5 days just to get to those 2 that we get off. And so what if we found a way to make every day something to look forward to, or at least to have something in every day that we can look forward to, instead of, Sunday night comes around and we get that feeling of, oh God, I've got to start it all again tomorrow, and I know you know that feeling. And even if you don't work Monday to Friday, whatever days you get off, with that evening and you feel that little cloud coming back over you going, I'm coming to get you. That little worky voice that's in our heads, I'm coming, I'm just round the corner, bedtime, come on, I'm waiting for you. And we hate it. So, if you have a job you absolutely love and you can't wait to get out of your bed, then I am absolutely delighted for you. But for a lot of people, Sunday nights are dread nights. So I wanted to see if there is a way that we can get over that, even if it is just for January. I would love to have something we could focus on every month. Obviously in December we have Christmas, October we have Halloween, April we have Easter, is there anything else? You know, that's my thinking. So, with all that being said, here goes. For Monday, I've got my coffee. Hold on, I need to get coffee for this. I'm not caffeinated enough. I'm actually recording this on a Thursday and I'm looking at snowy rooftops. I'm distracted already. Hold on. Lovely. So, with Monday, I was thinking, Mondays can be a bit of a rush. And people kind of, not panic, but it's like, go, 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 you know, after maybe having a calmer weekend. So I was thinking, could we have mindful Mondays? Just focusing on having a little bit of calmness to the start of our week. Not boring, not depressing, just, here's a chance to do it right. I get a clean slate. Aren't I lucky? You know, with the mindful part of this, I'm not, like, if you've listened for a while, you know I'm not one of these, you know, woo hippie types, but I think just slowing down a little. Now this will take a little preparation possibly on the Sunday night, nothing drastic, just know what you're going to wear, know what you're going to have for lunch, know what's coming for dinner, that kind of thing. It doesn't take much. But with a little bit of preparation, maybe Mondays could be slower, calmer. When you eat, for example, this is always the example I give, do it in a more conscious way. Put your knife and fork down between each bite, take your time, savour the flavour, have no distractions when you're eating. I've mentioned this before. I just think, even like when we get up, could we just maybe go outside with your coffee? I'm not saying don't have coffee, I'm certainly not one of those. Take your coffee outside and just even walk around your garden or stand at the back door, whatever works for you. Take a moment just to look around and go, a few deep breaths. This is going to be a calm Monday and we're going to enjoy it. We do not need to be rushing around and stressing just because it's the start of the week. It should be a good thing. It's a clean slate. It's a chance to put right any of the mistakes that we did last week. It's good. So, is this working? I don't know. It's an idea. So for Monday, I was thinking, yeah, let's focus on the calmness, being more mindful, and that would be a better way maybe to start the week. Tuesday, I'm calling Treats Tuesday. And I was thinking about it and I thought, you might notice, by the way, there's a little bit of alliteration coming up by these days, but it's easier to remember that way. I was thinking with this, why do we wait to the weekend before we, have that special dinner or watch that movie that we wanted to see? I think that just plays into the whole during the week is boring and steady and we can't have fun till the weekend. Well, who says we can't? So Treats Tuesday, if there's something you would normally do at the weekend, and I'm not saying going out getting absolutely bluttered so you can't manage Wednesday, that's not what I'm talking about. Maybe you have takeout at the weekend. Why can't you do it on a Tuesday? If anything, it would be easier to do it on a Tuesday, then you're not having to cook, if that's your thing. Do you go to the movies at the weekend? Well, why can't you do that on a Tuesday? Have something to look forward to on the Tuesday. Do you do a pamper night? Do you do your face mask, your nails? Do you save that up for Friday night? Okay, you have something to look forward to on Friday. Well, why not have something to look forward to on the Tuesday? Do you see what I mean? I'm just aware, because I do it myself, that you save up the good stuff for the weekend, and I just want to encourage all of us to think, well, Tuesdays can be great too. I'm going to do something good on a Tuesday that I want to do, and it'll give me something to look forward to every week. And if you're stuck for what to do, why not try the jar method? You write on scraps of paper just all the things that you would normally look forward to. So all these ideas that you save up for the weekend. Write them on little scraps of paper, fold them up individually, put them in a jar. On Tuesday night, you get home, take one out the jar. What am I doing today? Maybe you want to do it that way, so you don't know what you're going to be doing on Tuesday. It'll be a nice little surprise for you. So, Treats Tuesday, that's what I was thinking. After Treats Tuesday, now remember, we're not going to start Wednesday with a hangover. Wednesday, I'm calling Wellness Wednesday. Don't sigh, it's nothing drastic. But I was thinking, what if we focused on our health, our wellness on a Wednesday? If you have appointments that you need to make, and I know we put them off. Maybe you have to get a dental checkup, maybe your eyes needing checked. Could we make those appointments for Wednesdays so we know we're taking care of ourselves every Wednesday? And on top of that, we can have a nice healthy meal so we know that we're doing everything we can to look after ourselves. In the middle of the week is a great time to do this. We started off calm, we've given ourselves a treat. Now we're looking after ourselves the best way we can. I mean, maybe for you that's going to the gym. Maybe it's starting an exercise routine, but something that is focusing on your health. Maybe you've got a long-standing thing going on and there's something that you haven't tried yet that you've been thinking about. Maybe Wednesday could be the day to do that. And it's a good thing to look forward to because you know it's another type of pampering, really. You're looking after yourself. Let's face it, no one else is going to do it for you. So schedule it in for a Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday. That's the day I take care of myself. Obviously, we do it every day to some extent, but a real focus on things like appointments, especially, is kind of where my mind is going. But there's lots of things we can do. The healthy eating, a workout. Maybe you want to go hiking somewhere really special. Do that on your Wellness Wednesday. Don't leave it till the weekend. Do it on that Wednesday. So by the end of Wednesday, you'll be feeling fabulous. And when you wake up on Thank You Thursday, you can be filled with gratitude that you have taken the time to look after yourself the day before and you've had a wonderful week so far. So Thursday is going to be our day of gratitude. We are looking for all the good things, all the positivity, all the things around us that normally we would take for granted. I'll give you an example. It's cold here. I've mentioned it quite a few times. So my Thankful Thursday, I got up today, like I told you earlier, I am recording this on a Thursday. I got up today. I am so thankful for central heating. I am so thankful for an electric shower that I can control the heat of that. Indoor plumbing, thank you very much. The fact that I can even sit here with a hot coffee and talk to you, I am grateful. Thank you, Thursday. I know I've mentioned these kind of, gratitude journals, and I know some people do keep them. I'm not great at it, but if I had a specific day and I knew Thank You Thursday was coming, at least it gives me that nudge of, hoy, you haven't been doing your gratitude journaling. Take a day, take a moment. What are you grateful for? I'm warm. I have a house. I have a family. I have food every day. I don't have to go without. And for that, I am very, very thankful. There's probably a lot of other things too. I mean, I've got clothes. I've got warm clothing. I'm thankful for that. When I have to go out in the ice and the snow and the cold, I have warm clothing to wear. I have the correct footwear. I have a coat. Do you know, these kind of things? Especially at this time of year, when I am aware there are so many people who don't have hardly half of what I've just mentioned. 2025 and we still have people living on streets here. I don't have to do that. And I think just having that one day a week to remind me, be thankful that you're not out in the street. You have everything you need. I don't think that's a bad thing. So, yeah, Thank You Thursday, our day of gratitude. Which brings me to, and I've played around with a few names here, so I think I'm going to go with Find the Fancy Friday. What on earth do I mean by that? Well, I will tell you, glad you asked. Find the Fancy Friday is the day you wear your nicer shoes, you dress a little smarter, maybe you have your nails all nicely polished. This is the day we take things up just a level. We take it to a higher level. We have just that slightly better lunch. Maybe even if you're making the lunches, you put a note in the other person's lunch just to say, have a great day, I love you, I miss you, you're the best. Whatever message you want to put in, just bring it up a notch. Find the Fancy Friday. We don't have to just slop about in our, scabby clothes that we wear every single day. Let's look forward to a day where we dress a little better, where we eat a little fancier. Maybe instead of just having that sandwich, that little fruit bar that you would have, take it up a notch. Maybe you would have a 3-course lunch. Why not have a soup with that sandwich? Just take it up a level. Find the fancy Friday, and everything you do, stop. How could I make this a little better? You're going in your shower, don't use your normal shower gel. Get a fantastically wonderful smelling, luxurious shower gel that you only use on Find the Fancy Fridays. What do you think? Would that work? Would that give you something else to look forward to for the end of the week? I think it might. And I think it's a challenge as well, because we get so stuck into these patterns and routines, and they can get a little dull, let's be honest. It can get a little stale. But if you're thinking, what am I going to do and Find a Fancy Friday just to lift this up a notch, it can really make you start to think differently. So, once you've done all that, we come to Seasonal Saturday. Yeah, I don't know what you thought I was going to say, but Seasonal Saturday. And with that, what I'm talking about are things like taking some time to think about the season you're in. Now, we're in winter here, so what can I go foraging for? I know, for example, there's rose hips in the winter that I could collect and make some rose hip syrup. Very good for you. They did that in the war, you know. Maybe there's seasonal crafts. Now, I didn't make a wreath for Christmas, but I really want to make a wreath. I have some willow, just little thin branches that are bendy. I want to make my own wreath. But I'm thinking seasonal crafting, foraging. Maybe you do some artwork to do with the seasons. Maybe you've got little ones, you go out and do the tree rubbings, or you bring the leaves in. Whatever season it is, what kind of creative ideas can you come up with? Bring a bit of the season into your house. Maybe there's seasonal flowers you can bring in, or just branches and leaves, especially think of autumn with all the different colours of the leaves, and you've got branches with berries on them. Don't take too many, we all know the birds want them too, but just to bring something of the season into your house and go, oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. We're looking for the good side of spring, summer, autumn, winter. We're not going to focus on how cold it is outside. Maybe we make some little snowflakes to go in the window. What if we did mini wreaths? Just a smaller version. Do you see where I'm going? Just something to do with the season, and we do that on a Saturday, so we've got time to go out and get the materials we need. We can sit calmly and create something to appreciate the season we're currently in. And that brings me to Sensational Sunday. Sensational Sunday. Sunday is the day we're going to use the power of smell and aroma to add something special to the day. Now that opens up a whole lot of opportunities. Sunday could be the day you wear your best perfume. If you're like me, you have these little wax melts, and I really like them, but I don't use them every day. I don't tend to use scented candles, but I do like to have a little wax melt pot thing in the background. Maybe you just want to use essential oils in a diffuser. Whatever works for you. And I know a lot of people use, I can't remember the right name. You know, they put in things like vanilla and various spices and things to make the whole place smell nice. It's not just potpourri. We're not talking those days are gone, my friend. I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But I don't really like potpourri, if I'm honest. It doesn't seem to matter what oil you put in it. It all just starts to stink of old, sad, whatever that thing used to be in the basket. I'm talking about making your whole house smell gorgeous. And I know you can do that every day, but we're focusing on, again, taking it up a level and really using our sense of smell. Really giving it a treat. Smells are all around us. Some are not as pleasant as we would like, but on Sensational Sunday, we're going to make everything smell amazing. So can we make every day special with Mindful Monday, Treats Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Thank You Thursday, Find the Fancy Friday, Seasonal Saturday, and Sensational Sunday? Would that make your week better? Would that make January, for example, feel just a little better? I think it would. And I came up with this and I kind of thought, I'm not sure, but see, talking about it, I'm thinking, I like this. Even if it just gets me through January. I think having something positive, uplifting, fun, just to focus on for every single day of the month, I'll go with that. I think that is worth a shot. What do you think? I know everybody says it, right? But please do let me know what you think of this one. I'm really interested to know what you think. We can make every day special. We can make every week special. If you want, we can make every month special. Why not? Why do we always have to wait till the end of the year? Yeah, I really like this idea. I hope you do too. So let me know. And just before I go, I want to say this is the start of 2025. And whether you're new to the podcast or whether you've been listening for a while, and whether you subscribe, follow, whatever it is, I hope you do. I do want to say, genuinely, I really appreciate you listening and taking the time. I know I don't know the right number, I think there's millions now of podcasts. So if you've listened to this one, even if it's just been a few episodes, thank you. Seriously, a very, very big, heartfelt thank you. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. Yeah, you have a lot of choice, and if you have chosen to listen to this one, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And with that, I'm going to leave you. I hope you join me again next week when I have another From Random to Rants. I think next week, hopefully, is the week I have my very special guest. So do join me for that. But until then, go and make every day special. And you take care of yourself.